Chapel Chats, stories of God working in the lives of young people in western Montana. Chapel Chats is a production of the Diocese of Helena, Office of Youth and Young Adult Ministry, and the Catholic Youth Coalition Board. More info at dohyouth.org. Thank you to our sponsors, National Catholic Society of Foresters.
Hello, welcome to the Chapel Chats podcast. My name is Rosie Ramirez, the current CYC board president and your host for today. We are here with Asher Casey. So Asher, what's up?
Rosie, glad to be here.
Yeah, nice to have you. So how have you grown up? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I think my parents really, I was raised a cradle Catholic like a lot of people in CYC board. And I grew up with a lot of siblings. So I had my two older brothers and my older sister. And then I think I spent a lot of time with them, but now I'm spending a lot of time with my younger brothers. So one younger sister and then three younger brothers.
Wow.
Yeah. They're pretty fun, but they're a bit of a hassle sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been trying to participate in a lot of events lately. CYC board and going to youth group and Legendary Lodge and all those things, and they've definitely helped my faith. But yeah, that's
very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So since you have a big family, I bet it's kind of hard to coordinate everything, but do you guys have any kind of defining traditions that you guys do in terms of your faith? Is there anything that's kind of unique to your family that you do?
Nothing crazy, but we, Christmas and Easter and all those, we keep those days very holy, and we try to go to we go to Mass every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We keep that number one on Sundays. We have little fun traditions we do for Advent, drawing names and being nice to people without them really realizing it. Just fun little things like that.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. So as you've grown up Catholic, how has your faith kind of evolved from when did you first take ownership, and how did that change how you kind of see your faith?
I think I'm still growing in my faith a lot. I think it first started when I went to Legendary Lodge for the first time, and it's slowly grown from there through camps I've gone to, and I don't know, just events I've participated in, and
Mm-hmm.
even just conversations with my family and my older siblings, seeing them participate in these is kind of
mm-hmm.
helped me follow them, I guess. So
very cool. So you're a board member. How long have you been on board now?
This is my second year on board, and yeah.
Very cool. How has that kind of changed how you structure your faith?
Board has helped me participate. It's given me a lot more opportunities to serve, and to it's also educated me a lot more on theology or emotional virtue,
Mm-hmm.
for example, right now. I don't know, I think it's really been helpful, and it's a dedication, but it's really worth it, I think.
Mm-hmm. So you talk a lot about the events that you've participated in. Could you elaborate a little bit more on that? What are these events, and what do you kind of get out of them?
Oh, so Legendary Lodge was the first one, and that's the first one I was able to do, I guess. And then so that's camps, and then JOP, I've done that twice, and that's helped me realize the tradition and the faith in one. And then this year I did St. Kateri Institute, which helped me see the beauty of God through nature, and it's just been really crazy and awesome. And then participating in youth group has helped me a lot with socializing with people and including people, and just helped me with just little bits of faith.
That's really cool. It's really important to have all of those foundational events that you can participate in that kind of give you a little bit more of a pathway of how to participate in your faith, because it's kind of hard to do it just by yourself, but
Yeah.
It's cool to be able to learn so many different things from other people. Through that, I guess, which one was your favorite, and also what did you learn the most from that?
Man, that's a really hard question because each camp I've been to has like taught me very different things. This year, St. Kateri Institute might have been my favorite because it's the first time that like nature has really been emphasized to me with God as well, and it showed me like the beauty and just like amazing parts of nature that it just awesome. But then also showed me just like the bad things that have happened, like earthquakes and like we went to the Berkeley pit and just like it was pretty sad.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting to have the contrast because a lot of times you only look at one side of things, but it's interesting to see the different perspectives. That's really cool. What have been some of the new things that you've learned through all these events that you've participated in, like about the faith?
Yeah, I've learned so much through all these things. I don't know where to start.
Has there been like one thing that's just really stuck out to you from any of the events? Anything that you've heard or learned about the faith, about just personal life, self-development?
I remember learning about spiritual desolation and consolation, and those things were like, that was one of the first times I ever heard that was within like the past year or two.
Can you explain those a little bit? What do each of those mean?
So spiritual desolation is like just kind of not feeling God and just like being away from Him and just like not knowing what to do and just really lost, I guess. And then consolation is, full and feeling really good about the faith, like, when you go to like Legendary Lodge or a really nice camp. And I think like CYC convention, that was very like mentioned a lot, and it was pretty cool to know that, like God is with you in both those times. It's just like the way you are through those.
How have both of those two things, both consolation and desolation, can you explain maybe like a time that you felt either of those, or how have they kind of worked throughout your life?
I think throughout the school year, I think I slowly have more spiritual desolation because like I don't know, just school has a lot of drama and it just kind of takes it away from you. And then like in the summer, I go to all those different camps and it really just like brings me back up to a really high point. Yeah.
That's cool. What are some ways during the school year that you help to center your faith again? Because I know a lot of us can, me included, I fall into this a lot, but falling into spiritual desolation, it's hard to find a time or a way to come out of that, and a way to even just recognize that you're in it. So do you have any maybe tips for people that are going through that?
Through the school year? Like, it's a lot of patience and, I don't know, a lot of just, volunteering and participating and talking to other people. It can really help you. Talking to another person, maybe they might have had a similar experience, or maybe you can help them, bring them out of desolation or something like that.
Yeah, relationships with others are definitely a big part of the faith life. And being able to talk to others about your faith is really cool too.
Yeah.
So as moving forward, how would you hope to strengthen your faith life continuing on?
I think I'm going to keep, participating in things, and I want to volunteer more and do more service, I think. I don't know anything super specific right now besides what I've been doing. I've been trying to do as much as I can, but I guess like long term, I think I'll just like attend Carroll College. I think that will help. That's going to be a different experience, and just kind of see what God wants me to do.
Very cool. Well, I guess as we wrap up here, thank you, Asher, for all of your input. Do you have any last closing remarks you'd like to say? Oh, really? Okay. Well, thanks. We were here today with Asher Casey. This is the Chapel Chats podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.